We'll soon find out. It's not been made easy by the Emirati bowlers. They've been right on the money from the very first delivery. And the crowd have gone a little quieter now with that first fall of the wicket.
Yes.
Oh, had to hurry on that one. Big appeal. There was a bit of bat, I suspect. Despite the frustration, it looks so sad. The umpire didn't give it. Anyway, at the end of the second over, it's 1 for 1.
Beam, we only have 1 day left. Focus, man.
No, coach. We have 1 month. You have 1 month. I have 1 month. I have sent my referral. No, please check it once.
Whirling River Guns. दुबई जानालाई एक महिना free internet र net TV subscription पाउनुस्. Whirling River offer.
Alright guys, don't worry. We have 1 month. Let's do this.
Litmus cable quality में number 1 होने को राज हो. Advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality में number 1.
Hotel was out. This is the reason why the first one has gone down. He was indicating it was going down leg, but we pretty much thought that it was going to go and hit the stumps.
Well, yeah.
Pretty much hit him in the back foot as well. So Ayan continuing from the pavilion end. See a spring in the stride of the UAE team as well now. We have a good game on our hands.
Sure have. There's going to be quite a test of temperament here for the Nepali batters with the early loss of the wicket of Burtel. Ayan Afzal Khan, a young man who can really give the ball a bit of a rip. He's had wickets, and that surprise elevation in order of Gulshan Jah. Let's see if it works for Nepal. Goes, sweeps it, hits it pretty hard into the crowd there. That has brought the cheers out. Sweep forward of square, the slug sweep coming into good effect here.
That was well timed. In front of square, the mid-wicket boundary. The deep square leg fielder trying to reach it, but out of his reach for sure. Runs away.
Look at the elation in the crowd. All tensed up after that first loss. And feel then Asif can get moving.
Oh yes, I know.
And I tell you what, he might have got a boundary, but Asif has to be careful. The ball is doing something. And as we see the next one being hit away, there are a couple of fielders coming around. They get 2 more. And with the cheer in the background, you'd think someone has scored a century.
Yeah, some bit of sloppy work there by the UAE fielders. Throwing above the keeper's head. And Asif and Gulshan taking that overthrow.
Yeah, can't afford to do that. You've got to be tight and accurate. Every run so very precious. Just cannot to give overthrows away. The bowler will be a little irritated. He's gone for a boundary and then that little mishap in the field. Got to stay consistently focused. It's such a tight game till someone really takes it by the scruff of the neck. It is going to be a game of cat and mouse. 3 overs done. Nepal 7 for 1.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
A little frustrated, getting bogged down. He was trying to hit his way out of trouble. Unfortunately, landing straight into trouble with that swipe. But this is Gulshan Jah. Nicely behind that. That's a good-looking shot. Straight to the fielder, though. Every time the ball gets away from the bat, there's a shout of anticipation from this massive crowd here.
Exactly, they are right into the game. And he's gone! Who is it? Oh, it's just confusing. They're asking for it, the UAE fielders. Not sure what has happened there. We need to have a look at the replay.
Well, that was interesting. I don't know what transpired there. Looked as if it was going away. Gotta just have a look whether it touched the bat. There's a claim of wicket. There's a claim of a stumping. Did it hit the wickets as it turned away? No one seems to be sure. So the best thing to do is go upstairs and have a look. So are they going to? Just talking to the third umpire there.
You can see the UAE team are pretty calm. Suggests that still waiting for the replay. Here it comes. Oh yes. So the keeper has broken the stumps before the ball has come. Gulshan will be safe.
Yeah, there goes the keeper just disrupting the stump before the ball even went past it. It's going to be a green. Shouldn't be a big problem for the third umpire in taking that decision. It was pretty evident. And relief. There's once another look at it. Goes forward, gets beaten. Here's the glove, removing the bails even if before the ball sort of comes around in that area. So the batter should be safe and the green light goes on.
Buttery fingers there from the third umpire as well.
Well, it's all happening in the middle. Little things that can be irritable for the batter, having to pause for a while that's rechecked upstairs. Anyway, they've got to show some resilience. This is where temperament plays such a big role. Now, what is going on here? They're losing their nerves. A lot of the Amarati players. Oh my goodness. The skipper has to intervene. Rohan Mustafa having a bit of an argument with Asif. The nerves, the tension. Exchange of words. Just the batter saying, why on earth did you go and appeal for that? And the bowler retorting. Frustration creeping in. And the crowd getting into the act too. Oh, you've got to calm your nerves. You've got to really, as the professional unit, as cricketers, you should be telling yourself, look, these little things happen. Do not let it affect your performance in the middle.
Some mind games going on there in the middle. You see a smile and an eye wink there by Rohan at the end.
He's still smiling. I think it's all play acting, playing to the crowd, generating some kind of atmosphere, trying to put the pressure on the batters.
Oh, yeah.
All very cheeky. Works sometimes, as cricketers, how important it is to stay focused as a batsman in particular, and in a big game like this.
Absolutely. You see they're completely safe. Arvind just disrupting the stumps before the ball even came, as the batsman wasn't ready in the earlier ball.
That's another little byplay, I can tell you that. Oh, almost got to the slip fielder there, played with soft hands. Doesn't try to take it, just dropped in front of him.
Played with soft hands. Gulshan just playing away from his body, and luckily fell just short of Basal Hamid.
Quicker one, has picked that up. It's going to the crowd corner region for a boundary. The crowd erupts here at the TU. And the smiles break out for the Nepali fans.
See, there's the replay. A short one, pulled nicely by Gulshan. That's his strength area. That's his go-to area. Gets the 4. That will get him moving. After 4, Nepal are 11 for 1.
दादा
बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराऊ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Zain Afzal Khan with his third, enticing the batter with a flighted delivery, just a little push past the infield for an amble single. That is what you've got to do. You do not need to get the boundary straight away. Just settle down, build up a partnership, pay heed to the good bowls, and rotate strike.
Yeah, so it's Ayan versus Gulshan now. A deep square leg towards the mid wicket, front of square, and a long on as well. Pretty wide one. That's the area where Gulshan is very strong.
And also with this left-right combination that you're talking about, requirement for the field to be changed. But even there, they're taking a bit of time. See the bowler really not happy initially with the placements. Quicker through there, slightly shorter. So Ayan Afzal Khan really mixing it up, and that's what you got to do. You know you can get that extra bit of turn from the wicket, and you try to zip one through. Goes, that's high in there. How far is that going? It's gone a many a mile. It's gone the distance. What a strike that is. Terrific shot. Really getting a move on here.
Gulshan Shah brings the long handle out. Hits it high, hits it long, and it travels a long way. A good 20 meters back. Look at that. Gave it a full swing. How high it went, Shamim Bhai. Look at that.
All you can do as a fielder is look and wonder and eventually go and fetch it. That hung in there for quite some time. Easy, easy. You can't afford to get carried away. I know you've got a maximum, but there will be balls like that when you can go after. Look at this. Full swing on the back, got a bit of it. It's almost into the clouds here. And then dropping safely and over for a superlative strike.
Good comeback by Ayan. Bowling it flatter. Not bowling up to him, not giving him that room to free his arms.
He's content. That is good cricket. That is good batting after the big shot early in the over. Another over done, 5 completed. It's 18 for 1.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Litmus cable quality man number 1 होने को राज हो advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality man number 1.
That's what transpired. 33.1 overs is all that the UAE could survive. Bowled up to 117. The tail wagging for a little while this morning on this reserve day of this terrific final. Ron Mustafa getting a little frustrated, also trying to get under the skin of the batters with some cheeky moves and words.
No run, no run. So yeah, it's exactly 100 runs needed. Still 9 wickets in hand. Rohan bowling pretty tight here.
Nicely easing into that shot, knowing that there's cover in the deep, you're going to amble the single. And that is the need of the hour for Nepal. No need to throw away with your wickets with injudicious shots like we saw Votel did initially. Put the pressure on the batters early on. You can just have the time, ample opportunity to bide your time and pick your shots.
Yeah, and especially with the experience Mustafa has, Gulshan doesn't need to take any risk against him, just needs to play merit of the ball, maybe give the strike to Asif.
I'm wondering, with the two spinners in action, bowling in tandem, with the overhead conditions, the balls reasonably new, bowling two new balls from either end, whether maybe a pacer would be brought in just to break this partnership. Seem to be getting a little more comfortable in negotiating the spin bowlers.
Yeah, Wasim would be having that thought in the mind at the moment. With the start Nepal has after the loss of the first wicket, you'd say it was a good call sending in Gulshan. That's what Monty Desai does. No wonder why he's called the Monty ball. It's 6 overs done, Nepal are 94-1.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब थ्रु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प र थ्रु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब थ्रु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जम्प प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
They have all the time in the world, but the UAE really do not. The bowlers need to get the regular breakthrough if they're going to stop the pursuit of Nepal for that target, and also the target of reaching the Asia Cup and playing the big boys. He sweeps, that's going to turn away. Oh my goodness, the dreaded finger goes up. I thought there was a bit of turn. He thought about it, the umpire then put up that finger. Another wicket down.
So the second wicket is down. It's Asif who walks back. Here comes the replay. Hold it wide from the crease. Pitching in just outside the off stump. That looked to be turning. And given out by the umpire. Still battles going on in the field. Gone too far. Asif goes for 8. Nepal are 19 for 2.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Litmus cable quality में number 1 होने को राज हो advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality में number 1.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब थ्रु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प र थ्रु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब थ्रु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जम्प प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
A target. Ayan strikes in this over. Oh, beauty. What a nice delivery that was.
Beautiful ball. First up to Rohit. The skipper who walks in. Look at that ball. Pitches around the off stump and goes away. Unplayable, that is.
Another one. It's a replay virtually of the last ball. Tense the faces in the crowd here now.
You see in the VIPs, one of the superstars of Nepal. He is they call the Amitabh Bachchan of Nepal, Rajesh Hamal. You would question Samim by the two openers who came in, Kushal and Asif, who got out in the sweep shot. Maybe a bit unnecessary. Yes, the ball is turning. The sweep shot is an option to play, but with so many overs left and knowing their game, they never used to play that shot so early.
Absolutely agree with you. I think just looking at this delivery, straighter, little straighter, gets the option for the skipper to get an inside part of the bat and trickle away to open his account. Yes, I think the selection left a little to be desired. You did not really have to try and sweep those balls, and you know it's turning. But I feel that the batter was a tad unfortunate with that decision. It seemed to be sort of turning away and striking outside the line of off, but umpires got the best view, and he decided that it was out.
Yeah, probably playing with the turn would have been a better option. Going with your strength. Yeah, but a big learning. When it comes out, it looks good. When it doesn't, you always have that question.
Absolutely. In this kind of situation, you'd consider tad risky to play that sweep and expose your pads. This is drifting down leg. All he has to do is close the face. It's a single, quite easily done. And this is what the Nepali batters have got to tell themselves. Just milk the runs. Make it steady. 7 overs done. It's 21 for 2.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Okay, boys. In this pitch, what we need is speed. We need to be fast.
Got it, coach.
Who's the fastest? Okay, Whirling.
सबैलाई थाहा छ इन्टरनेटको स्पिड र सर्भिस दुवैमा फास्टेस्ट वर्ल्डिङ नै हो.
This is the fastest. Okay, welcome back to the amphitheatre, the mecca here of Nepali cricket. We're at the TU International Cricket Ground, and things are threatening maybe to boil over. Gulshan Jah, they've made a big call by sending the youngster in at number 3. You can see why they've done it with the left-arm spinner Ayan Afzal Khan bowling so brilliantly throughout the tournament. But with Rohan Mustafa's antics, Asif Sheikh probably letting the occasion get the better of him. Maybe a tough LBW decision. It's all got very, very heated out there. And let's hope that we can focus on the cricket rather than the flashpoints between the two sides. I think Rohan Mustafa in particular, he needs to calm down. Andrew Leonard here, joined by Paresh Lahani. Paresh, it's all happening out there.
First of all, very good morning to all the viewers here. You just tuned in. This is the reserve day. Nepal needing 118 to win the final. And we can expect that from Rohan Mustafa. He's always like that. But being a batsman, you shouldn't be carried away. You shouldn't get hurt by his words. You just stay there, play your game. That is what Asif was doing earlier. A pretty poor selection of shot that he played.
Oh yeah, Rodney.
Now the captain is here. He's going to calm things down for the Nepali batters.
If there's one man, maybe, I know he's still very young in his career, debuted back in 2018, just 20 years of age, the national captain. But if there's one man you want in this situation, I think it's Rohit Paudel. He's very cool, very calm, very collected. Nepal don't need to chase these runs in 10 overs. They don't need to chase them in 20. They have 50 overs. It's a full one-day international still. All you need to do is take the sting out of the game, build a partnership, and if the wickets stop falling, the game will be Nepal's.
Yes, good to see a youngster there coming here to watch cricket. It's very nicely bowled, Mustafa, and it's not needed by Nepal to just go after the bowling. The ball is turning very viciously there out there, and the line and length the UAE bowlers are bowling is very good. They should stay there.
Yeah! Bowled him, he's chopped on. Off goes Mustafa. What's he going to do this time? Well, we've seen ludicrous celebrations. He may go off the pitch here. I think he's off to the dugout. And there he goes. He's got the captain. 5 dots built up the pressure. And even the subs are on the field now. Nepal are in big trouble. A little bit of turn. Might have kept a bit low. And Paudel is gone.
Yes, it stayed a touch low, but that was not the ball to cut. It was, again, a poor selection of shot by Rohit Paudel. The 3 batters that got out on the poor selection of shots, he has to depart for 1. Nepal 22 for 3.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
अब हरेक 2.25 लिटर स्प्राइटसँग 2 PM अकबरे चिकन नुडल्स सित्तैमा।
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ।
नडराऊ, मात्र पम्प रब थ्रु गरिदेऊ भाइरसलाई।
पम्प र थ्रु?
हो, लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस। त्यसैले पम्प रब थ्रु, संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड।
Two different spinners. One is a right arm off spinner and the other one left arm orthodox.
The left arm orthodox bowler is going to be taken off Paresh. Going to go to Basil Hamid, who was the hero in the semi-final. Were it not for his 2 wickets, the UAE, they would not be here. And right now, you talk about playing the game, not the occasion, not the prize that's on offer, the golden ticket to Pakistan in September. Maybe even the captain, with all his calmness, just playing a slightly errant stroke. Look at Mustafa's celebrations. I'm not sure I've ever seen a bowler run off the field before. Where was he going?
Yeah, we can expect that from Mustafa. He's quite a character in the field. And even very gentle off the field, mind you. Oh, look at that turn.
Sharp, sharp turn. And there he goes. Loves every second of it, does Rohan Mustafa. He's a very emotional character. I've described his relationship with the Nepali fans before as a love-hate one. I think that continues today. And there's more than a few nerves building up in the crowd. Remember, it's a 17-year-old at the crease right now. That's the faith that Monty Desai has in Gulshan Jah.
Yeah, he's a tall guy. His reach is good. That is why I think he sent that number 3 to retaliate against the spinners. Oh, getting that inside edge. And lucky that didn't go straight to the stumps like what the captain was out inside edge.
We have a real contest here. There's a real game on here. Big sweep shot. Surely that one's going to miss the off stump. It is. Basil Hamid thinks it was out. I think it was missing probably a 4th or even a 5th stump. It's turned so sharply. Look, it's hit his back hip and it runs away for what I hope will be given as leg byes.
Yeah, that would have missed the set of another stumps, the off stump as well. A very optimistic appeal by Basil Hamid. I bet UAE are right on top at the moment, even though there's a huge number of crowd supporting Nepal cricket team.
Now, the only benefit is that there is a deep Nepali batting lineup. They go right the way down. Really just Lalit Rajbanshi, who isn't necessarily renowned for his batting. Treacherous conditions in the background. All that rain we've had. You can see there, having to muscle up the slopes. Hamid to bowl his final delivery. Inside edge, if there's a short leg in place. That's wicket 4. 9 bowled, 23 for 3.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ।
नडराऊ, मात्र पम्प रब थ्रु गरिदेऊ भाइरसलाई।
पम्प र थ्रु?
हो, लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस। त्यसैले पम्प रब थ्रु, संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड।
लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1 हुनेको राज हो एडभान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी। लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1।
UAE right on top at the moment. Rohan Mustafa is going to continue from the Chobar end. Gulshan Shah is on strike. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Nepal goes from now on. They need to build up a partnership. Too many shots played from the Nepali batters very early. That is why the 3 wickets are down for them.
Mustafa, his pulse is racing. A bit round arm. Jah watchful in defence. Jah's batting, something that Dav Watmore thought an awful lot of, so much so that he batted him at number 5 at the age of 15. He's got that power. He's got technique too.
For Nepal, what's the approach from here? They have to stem the flow of wickets.
Yes, just stay there. Just wait for the loose ball. There will be loose ball to hit. Just stay there. Read the ball. Read off the pitch as well. That's very poor selection of shot again by Gulshan Jha. They are not learning, the Nepali batters.
Well, this stroke here, interesting one, isn't it? It's outside the line of the stumps. That's why he's lined it up. He knows it can't turn back in and hit the off stump. He could chop on, yes. But he's saying that mid-on's up in the circle. There is a man out at cow. But Gulshan Jha's saying, if I make contact with that, I'm going to get 4 or 6. And this time punches it down the ground. Every run will be cheered. Count them off if you're a Nepali fan.
Yeah, they should learn from the last wicket partnership between the UAE batters, Mayappan and Junaid Siddique. The way they batted, they took singles, and when the ball was there to hit, they hit it for a 6. Just stay there, rotate the strike, just play down the ground, don't play it in the air, don't play across the spin, across the line. As you can see in Bhimsari's face, is a bit nervous, a bit tentative.
Must play each ball, the one ball battles that Monty Desai talks about. Cannot play the occasion, you cannot allow this amphitheatre. It's almost gladiatorial out there right now. Such is the energy. Electrifying, we described it as yesterday, it's the same today. And in goes Ramesh Shahzad to short leg. That's a good move, I think. Mustafa, he's like a crackerjack, he is. Right on edge, but he's picked up 2 wickets. He gets 2 more, maybe it's advantage UAE.
Yes, very much advantage UAE. The way he bowled and the way he played his mind games with the batters, that is why he has taken 2 wickets in his 5th over. Oh, that's again very well bowled. After 10, the first power play, Nepal 24 for 3.
I'm just amazed by the performance. It's the best I've experienced.
So reliable, so consistent.
Yeah, I was blown away by the speed. It's so fast. I mean, look at this. I'm so impressed.
Impressed now, Netak Kureb. Fastest internet speed, best service र free Wi-Fi express ले नेपाल के number 1 internet service provider बनेको छ world league.
Oh, the team is there too.
Oh, Lifebuoy hand wash ले मार्छ 99.9% viruses. त्यसैले pump, rub, chew. संसारकै number 1 selling germ protection soap brand.
Well, the end of the 10th over means that it's the end of the first power play. Nepal scoring slower than the UAE. That won't matter, but they've lost a wicket less. We saw as Rahat Ali Chowdhury will lasso his arms to indicate the end of the first power play into power play 2. They'll now be allowed 4 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. I'm not sure they'll necessarily use all 4. I think at the moment just 3 outside the circle. But last month on March 16th we saw a high-scoring classic between these 2 teams. Are we right in the midst of seeing a low-scoring one?
Yes, it always happens between these 2 teams. Very much with each other as well. Nicely bowled, giving that quick single taken by these 2 batsmen. Good running.
That's good cricket because Jha has seen that for some reason Ramesh Shahzad was right on the edge of the circle. Look at how deep he is there. He's almost touching the discs. So drop it down, pick up the single. And again, more reactions from the crowd. We're going to see the short leg come into place. Shahzad says he'll do the donkey work in there. Every delivery right now is like an event. It's like an occasion. Look at the fans in the background. Going to ride every emotion you could ever imagine today.
Yes, a good captaincy by Mohammad Wasim, bringing in the short fielder, short leg, with a helmet on in front of square, under the batsman's eyes. And there's a 45 behind the stumps as well. The deep fielders are deep backward square leg and deep mid wicket in front of square, mid off and mid off inside the circle.
It's going to be given as a wide down the leg side. Listen to that roar. Every run, they are counting them down, step by step, bit by bit.
And look at the turn. It pitched on off stump and turned very sharply towards the leg stump, given as a wide. Now they should bat well, the Nepali batsmen. Just have a partnership, let's say 3 runs per over, if they can go till the 5 or 7 overs from now on. Just get 21 in 7 overs from now on without losing a wicket. I think they will be on the upper hand.
Again, you cannot take your eyes off this. Sharp, sharp turn. This is not going to be anything like an easy chase. If you didn't think that before the start of it, now with 3 wickets down and the ball ragging square and 5 spinning options for the UAE, there is very much hope for UAE in this defensive low total. The hope for Nepal, there's a lot of batting to come.
Yes, even though there's a lot of batting to come, they should bat. They need a partnership there, left and right hand combination at the crease. Just build up a partnership, just frustrate the UAE bowlers. Don't give them wickets playing a rash shot. That is what the 3 top order batsmen did. Playing against the spin across the line.
Chipped in the air over the head of short leg. He can't even move. Gets a single, gets off the mark. I have to remind everyone of the playing conditions. We're still playing a full 50 over one-day international. You don't need to worry about why we're into the reserve day or what happened yesterday with the hours of rain and the miracle work by the ground staff. Our credit to them again. But what it means is that as soon as we get to the 20 over mark, we will have an official result. Nepal have 50 overs to chase down this target, but if we get to 20 overs bowled, DLS comes into play if we can't get back out there. Now, it's not even 10:30 a.m. yet, so we have, in theory, a lot of time in the day to get all 50 overs in. But as soon as we get to 20, DLS will check in and we'll give you some of those calculations after this over. It's 27 for 3.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Litmus cable quality में number 1 होने को राज हो, advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality में number 1.
What an amphitheatre this is. This ground never ceases to amaze me, never ceases to delight me. It's a privilege, it's an honour to be here to talk you through what is going to be a very nervy chase, whatever happens, even if Nepal get there. It's one last dance between these 2 great rivals. Who's going to the Asia Cup? Paresh, I told you that if we get to that 20 over marker, DLS will officially come into play should there be a stoppage. If Nepal stayed 3 down, they would need to be 47 to be ahead of the DLS par. 46. Good diving stop. I think it's may happen at mid-wicket. Problem is, let's say they lost a couple more wickets, they'd need to be 68 after 20. Now, as of right now, the skies are clear. Hopefully this game will come to a natural conclusion. Nepal need to keep their eyes on that DLS sheet as well.
Yes, in the meantime, Ron Mustafa doing a good job for his team. A very tight overs that is bowled in his 6th over, taking out 2 wickets already, giving away only 7 runs. Abhim Sharkey is finding it difficult at the crease. The ball is turning very sharply, pitching outside the off stump and coming back in sharply. It's very difficult to bat against that kind of spin. Again, going to the back foot. Not so much of turn in this ball.
They've just taken the sting out of that little surge that the UAE had with those 2 quick wickets. 5 spinners, 5 different spinners they can use in the team. May not see much seam at all. End of another tied over. It's a maiden. It's 27 for 3.
Beam, we only have 1 day left. Focus, man.
No, coach. We have 1 month. You have 1 month. I have 1 month. I have sent my referral. No, please check it once.
Whirling River Gunners. दुबई जानालाई 1 महिना free internet र net TV subscription पाउनुहोस्. Whirling River offer.
Alright guys, don't worry. We have 1 month. Let's do this.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Well, 10 overs, 7 maidens, 4 for 6. There is a pedigree in this Emirati bowling lineup, keeping things tight and taking wickets. They've got so many options. We're seeing Ahmed Raza, the former captain of the team, now the assistant coach. He's patrolling the boundary. He's getting across a message or two to his great old mate Rohan Mustafa. Great experience in this Emirati side. They will not give up this game at any point in the Nepali chase.
Yes, very experienced side, UAE. They are right on top at the moment, taking quick 3 wickets off Nepal. Just 28 on the board. And look at the pavilion of Nepal side. A bit nervy one, to be honest. Sandeep Lamechhane, Kushal Malla being padded up there. A bit of concern is seen in the face of Monty Desai as well.
Well, it's hard not to let this occasion get to you. Let's come off the bat. Hamid is appealing. Every decision is being contested now, and that's what I don't like to see. You can see Basil Hamid there, he says bat. The umpire's given it not out. Back to your mark.
Yes, that is what. It's hit the bat, not even hit the pad. And he's appealing. He's just playing the occasion. Look at the umpire, he's just smiling away. Again, a sharp turn. Nicely played by Bhim Sarki. Waiting for the ball, waiting for the turn. And playing it late, playing it right under his eyes. That's good batting by Sarki.
Now we look back to that game on March 16th, obviously completely different occasion, UAE making 311 and Nepal in all sorts of trouble at 31 for 3. Big shot down the ground, Gulshan Jah, he stands and delivers all the way for 6, nearly up to Ush Paresh and Rohan Mustafa. He can only watch it go over his head and listen to that roar.
Yes, I was taking evasive action here in the commentary box. It was coming straight towards us. Rohan Mustafa was in the boundary line. It went over his head. Look at this shot again. Nicely picked up. It was right on slot. I think that is why Gulshan Jah is sent in to counter-attack the spinners. He's a tall guy. His reach is good.
This young man is 17 years of age. Long on is out. And he's hit it over his head. What bravery. What audacity. Beats the outside edge, a beauty of a comeback from Hamid, just dragged his length back. But Jah held his line, and that's okay. Was always going to miss off stump.
Yes, a brutal hit by Gulshan Jah to just get off the nerves and just to get up out of pressure. The last over bowled by Rohan Mustafa was a maiden, 13 gone, Nepal 35 for 3.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Litmus cable quality man number 1 होने को राज हो. Advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality man number 1.
He was in the under 19 squad for UAE in the Asia qualifiers for the T20 2024 under 19 World Cup, and he was even the part of the senior side as well. A very good youngster, changing his end, coming from the Chobar end.
If you're wondering why we love associate cricket so much, this is a 17-year-old Ayan Khan, born in 2005. Gulshan Jah is born in 2006. They're going to go head-to-head with a place at the Asia Cup on the line to go and take on Virat Kohli and Babar Azam et al. How exciting is this? And Ayan Khan, arguably maybe the best left-arm spinner in this tournament in terms of his output, his results. Already has 13 wickets to his name. Can he impact this final just like he did the rest of the UAE's charge throughout this tournament? There's such energy in this ground, and it's youth to the fore. Do you think they're not going to happen because of the left-hander out there?
Yeah, I think because of the wrist spinner, the control is the issue here for the UAE bowlers. Look at that control again from Ayan Khan. Ball drifting in but not turning, going with the arm. Yeah, I think that is why Mayapani hasn't been used, because of the control of the wrist spinner.
I think what Khan does so brilliantly for me is, with no change in the pace of his action or really the release point either, he gets a combination of natural variation and subtle change to get some balls to turn sharply and others just to skid on. He doesn't rag it square. He doesn't turn it near as much as Ahmed Raza did. The man who in essence retired once he saw how good Ayan Khan was. That one there, it skidded on. Oh no, it's going to jump and leap over the stumps. No discernible change in the action. An outstanding young talent.
A very talented youngster here, Ayan Khan. Bhim Sharkey didn't have any idea about that ball. He was hurried to his shot. Again, a bit of a turn there, ball angling into the right hand, a good bowling.
You find the difference in those two deliveries from a cues and a clues point as a batter. There isn't much, if any, difference. One of them has turned away, the other's skidded on. Great bowling from Ayan Khan. An excellent over. We're in a real contest here. We'll have a commentary change now. It's 35 for 3.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराऊ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प र छु
हो लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Get charged. This final tingling with excitement here at the TU University ground. It's living up to all the expectations of a well-fought final between two evenly matched teams here. Nice little flowing drive and just finds the fielder. What I was saying, the crowd here have been on their tenterhooks. Inside edge. The bowlers doing their bit for the United Arab Emirates, trying to restrict Nepal to that smallish target. Alongside me, Mudassir Ali. It's all happening in the middle. Mudassir.
Two teams fighting for the Asia Cup spot. Defending 118. Got 3 wickets UAE. But a steady partnership building between Gulshan Jah and Bhim Sharkey. An excellent knock so far by Gulshan Jah. 21 of 41 deliveries. Almost 70% of this score has been scored by this lad Gulshan Jah.
He's been sensible in his approach. He's picked the odd ball to put away with power, but more often than not it's been the cool, calm and collected approach to the bowling, paying respect to the good balls. The crowd keep on waiting for a big shot. That was almost there. That is not the best shot to attempt, going across the line against the turn of the ball, and it's turning prodigiously.
Not at all needed. He is the key, the young lad Gulshan Jah, the left-hand batter. Got a couple of maxims and boundaries. He's the only batter as of now looked in control for Nepal.
Just cannot afford to lose him. He's been the glue that's kept the innings together so far. That's better. Just bide your time. But they said they've got so much time in their hands, and thankfully the weather has been reasonably okay. No immediate threat of rain, so they don't really have to hurry. Be selective with the shot making, as we keep on saying. 35 for 3 now.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Litmus cable quality में number 1 होने को राज हो advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality में number 1.
Sharkey putting up a fight back, just clawing back after that early loss of wickets. You can feel that tension in the air. You can cut that tension with a knife here. Oh, he dishes the inside edge with arm ball. It trickles through, going through for the first one. Content with the first one.
Who thought it will be an exciting run chase after seeing UAE struggling in the first innings? Got those 3 quick wickets. An excellent partnership. And look at the crowd. They are behind the Nepal boys, putting that extra pressure on the fielders who are stationed at the boundary line. It's not easy day for those fielders.
Not at all. They are under enormous pressure. They're having to listen to all the shouting, the jeering, and also the cheering. Can't be easy. I tell you what, this has been a proper fight back here by the Emiratis. Very, very impressed. They're helped in their quest by a couple of shots that could have been avoided by the Nepali batters, and also one leg before that. I feel the batter was a tad unfortunate, but that's all part of the game. Now, that little bit of a wait, pause between overs, byplay in the middle, gets the crowd into that kind of a mood, realization of, in addition to the actual game, there's something happening in terms of banter, in terms of getting under each other's skin. That's a good run taken. Played with soft hands before the fielder could come in. They're off and running. That's what they need.
This is how you trust your partner's call. Straight away, they know there's a single on cards. A bit slow off the block, Ramesh Shehzad, but what an excellent running between the wicket by Gulshan Jaya and Beam.
Yeah, this is what they've got to do, milk the runs. He was alright, it was his partner who took a bit of time and then had to put the skates on at the last moment to hurry to the other end. So impressive has been Ayan Afzal Khan right through this tournament. He's taken the wickets, just a young lad. We interacted with him, you and I, at that ACC dinner the other day, and seems like such a nice fellow.
Just 17 years old, Ayan Afzal Khan playing this big match under pressure but bowling nicely. Yet again troubling the right-hand batter.
I like the way he's asking for the ball back from his keeper. Like quickly, I'm going to be at the batter's face very, very quickly. Goes back with some purpose to the top of his bowling mark. Batter also wise, Beam just 3 of 22. Very careful, and that's the way to go about it. Just can't afford to throw away your wicket with some rash shots.
There you go. The cards which has been displayed by the supporters. It reminds me of the early 90s. We used to have the spectators coming with those cards. Nicely played, but sharp, Mohammad Wasim. Decent over. Very watchful, Gulshan and Beam. 37 for the loss of 3, 16 gone.
Oh, Lifebuoy hand wash ले मार्छ 99.9% viruses. त्यसैले pump, rub, chew. संसारकै number 1 selling germ protection soap brand.
Okay, boys, in this pitch, what we need is speed. We need to be fast.
Got it, coach.
Who's the fastest?
Whirling.
Okay, whirling. Whirling.
सबैलाई थाहा छ इन्टरनेटको स्पिड र सर्भिस दुवैमा फास्टेस्ट वर्ल्ड लिङ नै हो।
This is the fastest. It's a test of your skill sets, a test of your temperament. This intriguing final, tantalizingly poised here. Could go either way. The crowd can feel it. They have been really supporting their teams with a lot of heart and a lot of cheer and a lot of voice. And tremendous atmosphere here. With Tofford is slapped it away, but it's been stopped by a fielder. Just couldn't get that gap in the covers. If it was past that, could have gone for 4.
Good to see he's playing his shots, Gulshan Jah. Excellent work. There was no protection in the deep. Slides comes from Ramiz. Unable to stop that single. We were talking about Ayan Afzal Khan at the other end. We have Gulshan Jah, who is just 17 years old. And now he is the key for Nepal.
Yeah, who would have thought? But that was quite an astute decision, I must say. Surprised me and Sharad when he came in to bat. The young man elevated in the batting order, normally bats around 6 or 7, and suddenly he's thrown at the deep end. And look at what he's done. He's learning to swim so very quickly.
It was raining heavily and he has known how to swim now, Gulshan. And he's doing it pretty well out there in the ground.
He's been a revelation. He's been so very good. He needs to carry on. Needs to be sensible, which he has been so far. Goes back. It's going a long way. Gone for the maximum. What a spectacular strike here by the young man. It's really exploded the crowd here with that explosive shot.
Taking on the experienced Basil Hamid, not under pressure. Slighted delivery, goes big, Gulshan Jah, third maximum of this innings. He's out there for Nepal, the rescue ranger. 17 years old, Gulshan Jah dictating terms out here at TU International Cricket Ground.
Spectacular stuff. That is a good ball. His streaky shot. He's got the edge. It's gone between the wicketkeeper and the slip. Gets a lucky run. I tell you what, that could have been disaster. All credit to the bowler for coming back with that superb delivery.
Excellent comeback, but not getting that support from the wicketkeeper. They were sloppy in the field. Easy runs has been conceded by UAE and full advantage taken by these two batters. 3 extras so far. Look at that turn. Completely beaten the batter as well as the wicketkeeper.
Yeah, it had that turn, it had that bounce. You don't expect that kind of, with that trajectory of the ball, coming in at an angle, drifting in and then turning and bouncing sharply. It's a little difficult for the keeper. Watchful, things of around not there. Team Sharky has given good support.
They have their own things here. Coming up with new things and trying to go big. Play towards the square leg, thinking of the second run. No chance of that. Rightly sent back by Gulshan.
Yeah, it just slithered away from the bat into the deep as we come to the end of the 17th over. Move on to 47. This is the reason why they got that single. Intention was to go forward of square, ended up back to the square, but doesn't matter, they got a single. 47 for 3. Going on to the reserve day today. With all the strength in their spin attack, it's going to be Karthik Mayappan. You're mentioning, and he's got 10 wickets in this tournament. So his team will be hoping for a breakthrough.
it can go either way. Mayappan, known for getting the wickets, but at the same time, he goes for the runs. Now, Ritya Arvind is talking to Mayappan. They played a lot of cricket under 19 together. He knows his art very well, the wicket keeper.
The sounds, the crescendo around the ground. Oh, the atmosphere is tingling with excitement. This is something I haven't seen in this kind of a small ground for a long, long time. And the support Nepali crowd has for their team. And they know they're on the verge of making history. And what an occasion it will be if they're going to win it. I tell you what, United Arab Emirates can take a lot of credit for making them work hard all the way. They put the pressure back on them with those 3 wickets. Now it's Mayappan. Down the leg side, easy to put it away softly and take the run. The calling has been good. The running has been good.
This is good. This is how you release the pressure. Keep on rotating the strike. Once again, the young lad, Gulshanja, on the first delivery, running for that run, showing the confidence in him was Bheem. Yet another youngster, 21 years old. So the two youngsters are building up a partnership which is flourishing nicely for Nepal.
Yeah, the crowd can do so much to bolster your confidence, to bolster your spirit. Even when you're down and out, you feel that you owe it to the supporters, to Nepal cricket, to get a win here. But has not been easy, and it's been difficult for Wasim also to rotate his bowlers. He's had periods when the bowlers have dominated, but once again with this partnership building, a little surprised, despite the fact that you have 5 spin bowlers, that the pacer, maybe with the overhead conditions, has not been tried at least for a couple of overs. What do you reckon, Mudassir?
Absolutely, just the frustration of getting those wickets, pushing Mohammad Wasim to make those quick changes, and the Basil Hamid, he bowled really well but conceded 2 valuable maximums for Nepal, and Gulshan Jha was taking on Basil Hamid in the previous over.
Mayappan goes big. It's going into the crowd. Spectacular shot. What a strike. He is charging on. This is scintillating cricket from the bat of this young man.
Goes down on one knee, Gulshan Jha sends Mayappan out of the park. And there you go, crowd, the erupts in joy. At TU International Ground, it's Gulshan Jha show continues.
Oh, it sure does. And look at them dancing in the eyes. Look at the encouragement, the enjoyment, the spirit. There's another look at it. Many a mile. It was high, it was long, and someone could have taken it in the crowd. But they're more interested in jumping around and really absorbing the wonderful atmosphere we have here, tingling with excitement.
He's waiting for the ball to come into play. The spectators doesn't want to throw the ball back.
Would you blame them for that? They want it as a souvenir. The ball that was hit for a 6 by Gulshan Jha, I've got it. I'm not giving it back.
You never know, a new ball and this break can help UAE, as we have seen throughout the tournament. Just getting carried away, the crowd.
Oh, that's all right. I think there's so much in this game for them. The emotions, the expectations, the fervor, just the entertainment. And when it goes for 6, what better than to really revel in the surrounds, what is going on. And that gives the opportunity also for a drinks interval to take place as we have a change. Just a reminder, at the drinks interval, Nepal are 54 for 3.
Bajaj Pulsar presents ACC Men's Premier Cup. Hygiene partner Lifebuoy. Internet partner WorldLink. Uplifting partner Coca-Cola. Title sponsor
Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Hygiene partner
तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ World's #1 selling jump protection soap brand.
Internet partner.
चिट्ट बनेकै वर्ल्ड लिंक.
Uplifting partner. 10 countries, 24 matches. Live from TU and Mulpani ground. Watch live on YouTube on OSR Sports. Bajaj Pulsar presents ACC Men's Premier Cup. Hygiene partner Lifebuoy. Internet partner WorldLink. Uplifting partner Coca-Cola.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराऊ मात्र पम्प र थ्रु गरिदियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प र थ्रु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब थ्रु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1 हुनेको राज हो एडभान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी. लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1.
Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, waiting for the team, whoever wins here. Nepal needs 64 of 32.4 overs.
What an atmosphere we have here. There's dancing, there's music, there's hope, there's expectation. And there's that realization that Nepal, if they win, are on the verge of making cricketing history. It will not only affect the game of cricket per se, it'll affect the whole thinking, the positivity in the ground, the positivity will be reflected in the rest of the country, brings the country together. This wonderful game of cricket we've seen in the past happening in other countries, and Nepal is on the verge. What a performance so far. We are all set to go after the break. The batters have to be a little careful. Anytime after the break, they need to get their concentration back, need to get their focus back. It's imperative that Gulshan in particular might be tempted with the big shots, needs to just regroup, refocus. Width of world is slapped that away. It is going to the cover boundary. A loose delivery first up and immediately latching onto that. The ground has gone bonkers here.
The show continues. The poor delivery, width offered and nicely put in the gap. Through the offside goes Gulshan Jah. Now he is in a hurry, shifting the gaze quickly against the leg break bowler. Mayappan, 2 balls, conceded 10 runs.
Do not be in a hurry. Just stay calm. There might be a good ball coming. You never know. Just can't get afford to get carried away. 39 of 50 for Gulshan Jah. What a revelation. What an innings so far. Needs to stay there for his team. That kept low. He's got a bit of a turn to that ball. It's breaking away. It's going to go and reach the boundary now. What a batting performance. He has not backed away. This is spectacular.
Anticipated nicely, waited on the back foot, yet again finds the boundary. No chance for the fielder. 14 runs conceded in the 3 deliveries. He's feeling the heat here, the leg break bowler Mayappan.
Oh, you did mention that Mayappan did take the wickets, but it can turn out to be quite expensive. I've seen that. What a belligerent bit of batting here by Jah. He gets the bat also once again to that one, but this time There is going to be a fielder picking that up. But too many loose deliveries from Mayappan in this over.
What a counter attack. Quickly moves to 44 of 52 balls. Was waiting for this kind of a over and full advantage taken against Mayappan Gulshanja. Last delivery, it's Bhim Sharkey on strike against Mayappan, going for 16 runs.
That is the biggest over. That could be the turning point of this game. But you need Bhim Sharkey to stay there, give him company. Do not get carried away. This is excellent from Sharkey. Right, end of a rather expensive over. It's 63 for 3 after 18.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराऊ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1 हुनेको राज हो एडभान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1
41. The partnership between these two, Gulshan and Bhim, have taken Nepal to a position of strength after the early fall of wickets, particularly the wicket of the skipper, Rohit Paudel. It's been a wonderful fight back in this 4th wicket partnership. Zahoor, now they have to fall back on the pace bowlers. We're expecting this, Mudassir, has happened. But is it too little too late? That is the question.
6 matches, 4 wickets for him in this tournament.
Well, you just have a look at our commentary box here. There's Mudassir waving. And that's the view we have. That's the view you have. I've got Mudassir, who is a semi-representative of the UAE. I've got the 2 former players on my right, who are jumping up and down like the crowd outside. This guy's the ball. Yeah, Paresh and Sharat to my right here, just in the commentary box behind us, outnumbering Mudassir Ali to my left. Yopesh, there, our director. Now you got a better shot than us, Yopesh.
Good work done by the camera team throughout the tournament. With each run, they are stepping closer to that Asia Cup spot. 5 teams, Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh and Afghanistan, waiting for the winner from this encounter. Now they are in control. Stating the term out here at TU International Cricket Ground.
See what UAE is trying to do is slow the game down a little bit now. Just give the batter something to think about. It is important. With the pacer in, Zahoor Khan, there will be a little more, maybe a little bit of movement. 45, Gulshan Jah has been so very pleasing to watch him progress. But this is him on strike. He's trying to get an edge to that. There's an appeal. Umpire shakes his head. Keeper took it. But I tell you what, maybe there was a little bit of daylight between bat and ball there.
Nowhere near the ball, the bat, and a good decision by Rahat Ali. Bowler trying to put that extra pressure but not getting that support from the wicket-keeper Ritya. It has been the innings of so much of control, the aggression showed by Gulshan Jah.
That's right on top of our commentary box here, the VIP areas, board members. It's been enjoying what is happening in the middle. It's been engrossing, it's been intriguing, it's been entertaining. Right behind that, this is good from him. You want to be able to spot that change in the pace that's going to come, that little bit of extra shade that's going to happen. But just bide your time, because you have got all the time in the world.
Yes, you have did all the hard work after losing those 3 wickets, building up the partnership. Credit should be given to this youngster Gulshanja and Bhim Sharki as well was staying around with Gulshanja, and bulk of the scoring has come from the blade of Gulshanja. It's Bhim on strike up against Zahur Khan.
Oh, he's trying his best to get a nibble, I tell you what. He's not getting into line. He's been beaten outside the line of the off stump on 2 occasions. Got to be a little careful. And just ease off a little bit. Let the batters come and talk about, as a non-striker, you can see the angle of the ball, the shape of the ball. So non-striker, Gulshan can just go across, have a few words with him and tell him what is happening.
Absolutely, and I reckon they have played out that phase where they were in with trouble. Now they are in complete control. Just concentrate on those singles and wait for that bad delivery to get those boundaries. It's Bhim taking his time. 32 deliveries for his 6 runs in Zahur Khan.
Oh, he's just fishing outside the line of off stump. This is not a very well controlled shot. It's got him a run, but there was a definite element of risk in that shot.
Just playing away from the body. There was a catching gully very close. Just managing to go past that gully fielder.
Such a colourful ground. The colour of the crowd in the grassy banks. Got the pandals up, the awnings, and the ACC Men's Premier Cup 2023 is coming to a spectacular finish here at the TU International Ground in Kathmandu. It's been such a delight to have been here, been part of this fabulous tournament. The crowd have enjoyed it. It'll be an icing on the cake if the Nepal goes on and wins this one and moves and plays with the big boys.
19 gone, 66 for the loss of 3.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Get charged!
You would have hoped that would do the job for you when you took the chance of elevating him in the batting order, but how well it has worked out for them.
An all-round performance so far by Gulshanja, taking that catch in the first innings of Ramesh Shehzad, backpedaling almost 22 steps back and taking that catch, and then there was a partnership flourishing between Basil Hamid and Asif Khan. Then came Gulshanja, getting better of Basil Hamid, breaking that partnership. Man of crisis for Nepal, Gulshanja on strike.
Rohan Mustafa has been good, 2 for 7 so far. But now it's a different mindset. The whole scenario, the whole complexion of the game has changed. Slowly and gradually it's been hauled in by the Nepali batters, particularly Gulshanja. But also must not take credit away from Bhim. It's given him support. Looking more confident in negotiating Mustafa's bowling now.
So impressed by this lad Gulshanja. Look at that composure and calmness in his batting so far. He knows when to go after the bowler. Now showing some respect to Rohan Mustafa. Not at all in a hurry. Gulshanja.
When you know a bowler has got his rhythm, is turning the ball, you just try and play out his overs just like that. Little push and run, soft hands. This is good running. That's what you need to do. You see, the bowler gets frustrated. Bowls good deliveries. The result is that little push for a single with the angled bat.
Taking on the fielders. They were excellent. Talk about the running between the wickets between Gulshanja and Bhim Sharki, responding and complementing each other very well.
Gives the ball some air. Happy just to play down the line, not trying to play the big shots. realization that Mustafa is bowling some good deliveries, so just play out his overs. And he does. And a fumble in the field. Goodness, that's the last thing you want. It's fielding unit, give an extra run. And each run can turn out to be so precious. That's the end of the 20th over. Nepal move on to 68 for 3.
हो लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
I'm just amazed by the performance. It's the best I've experienced.
So reliable, so consistent, no sir?
Yeah, I was blown away by the speed. It's so fast. I mean, look at this. I'm so impressed.
इम्प्रेस नहुने त कुरै भएन फास्टेस्ट इन्टरनेट स्पिड बेस्ट सर्भिस र फ्री वाइफाई एक्सप्रेसले नेपालकै नम्बर 1 इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर बनेको छ वर्ल्डले
Oh, the team is there too.
Mountain in the distance, the greenery around, the wonderful tussle in the middle. Couldn't have had anything better for entertainment value.
Absolutely jam-packed here at TU International Ground. It's not a holiday, but the crowd pouring in to support their heroes. It's Gulshan Jha and Bhim Sharki building that partnership. They came in when the team was in a bit of bother. Look at the maturity they both have in their batting. Rotating the strike and getting those big runs, especially Gulshan Jha.
UAE could do with a wicket here. Oh, that's a good delivery. Beam has been beaten outside the line of the off stump. That corridor of uncertainty in the previous over from Zahoor gave away only 3 runs. Look at that drone shot from the top. It's hazy, but it's still so very cool and beautiful. I just love watching this shot. And then the cricket in the middle has been so intriguing. It's swayed in front in favor of UAE at one point, swaying back like a pendulum to Nepal, swayed back. But now, where will the final swing be? That is the question.
Very watchful, not at all in a hurry. This is all they need, because now we will be having a result. We have passed the 20 over mark for the DLS method to come into play. Not only us, but the 3 commentators, Andrew, Sharad and Paresh, looking smart and bit tense. They are almost there, the Nepal boys, trying to create the history.
Well, I hope the weather does not intervene, but they're definitely way ahead, Nepal, if the game was to end now. We can have a full match, 20 overs have been completed, but Nepal wants to finish it in a proper manner. Shimmy down the wicket, soft hands, good running, pressure on the fielders. This is technically a very good way to go about it. You can see always they're trying to put pressure on the fielders. More often than not, it works.
This is the advantage when you have the youngsters in your side. Quick lightning between the wickets, both Gulshan Jha and Bhim Sharki responding to the call of Gulshan Jha. Straight away Bhim going for that run. Sloppy bit of work, I would say, by Mayappan. Not sharp enough in the 30-yard circle.
Yes, you've got to be really agile. You've got to really be on your toes when you're trying to save runs. Just a few words from the skipper to Zahoor regarding his tactics. What ball he's going to bowl, because Gulshan is a different kettle of fish to him. Gulshan is on the lookout for quick runs. Is he going to take on the pace bowler? They had a period of calm in terms of getting the runs in the last over. Not too many runs from Mustafa, and so far just that lone single from Zahoor. So that strategy is being worked out, fields being changed. The deep mid-wicket comes into the circle for the left-hander. There's a gully in position. not quite a slip. There's a bracket point cover. A mid-off. He goes. Oh, that's a shake of the head. Once again, the ball could have trickled onto the wicket. You know, had to hurry down Gulshan and get a foot in. It's an appeal, no response from the umpire. There you see, you have to pick the bowler. Almost landed himself in trouble.
There was no protection in the deep, trying to take that advantage. Extra swing, that reverse swing, just going down the leg, and rightly pointed out by Shamim that could have been a trouble. Gulshan not watching the ball.
Yeah, he's pretty alert to the fact that might have been trickling towards the wicket. Quickly put a foot in. And again, discussions, the strategies, slowing down the game, building up the pressure. It's such a mind game, this wonderful game of cricket. You see all the ploys, all the experience from Mohammad Asim, giving his senior bowler Zohur some tips. Because at the moment they've got it contained, the run getting. Will it pressurize Gulshan into a big shot? He's on 47. He needs to tell himself, be careful, be watchful. He plays it away from the body, not in control, straight to the fielder. Ends over number 21. Nepal are 69 for 3.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
अब हरेक 2.25 लिटर स्प्राइट सँग 2 PM अकबरे चिकन नुडल्स सित्तैमा
.49 runs required to win, 49 runs away from history, 49 runs away from maybe one of the biggest sporting achievements in this country's past. That one's turned sharply, it's going to miss leg. People will look back at the 2014 World Cup and they will say, well, that was big, but it was just the one test nation they played in that, in Bangladesh. And despite 2 victories, they couldn't get through to the main stages. Should they get these 49 runs, India and Pakistan await. We will guide you through the next 7 overs, and I've got Sharad Vasakar with me for the first time today. Very good morning, Sharad. What an atmosphere again.
Good morning, Lenny. Yes, it is. It's mesmerizing. It's electrifying. As Nepal move slowly and surely towards the target. They are 74-3, just 48 runs away. Experienced Mustafa bowling his 8th over. Picked up the 2 important wickets. And Gulshan, how well he has batted, Lenny.
He's been phenomenal. You were judged as a captain and as a coach and the leadership group of this Nepali side by your big decisions. They've made some big ones in their recent past. Since Monty Desai has come in with the new Monty ball approach. Is that one probably a little too full to cut, and Shadows coming forward instead. Great to see the signs, the passion, the love, the joy for the game here. An atmosphere as raucous and as electrifying as you said, as I can remember. That's a beauty. I tell you, first slip has done very well to save 4 byes, no contact with the bat. 22 bowled, it's 70 for 3.
Oh, it's not connecting. I lost it again, man. It's just not connecting here.
Hey coach. We always connect.
अब डेटाको खर्च मजाले टर्छ वर्ल्डलिंक युजरहरूलाई जहाँ पनि फ्री अनलिमिटेड इन्टरनेट with वर्ल्डलिंक वाइफाई एक्सप्रेस.
लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1 हुनेको राज हो एडभान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1
Really good partnership this for the fourth wicket between Bim Sharkey and Gulshan Jah. Two young men, this entire team really, with maybe the exception of Karen KC and Sampal Kami. Very, very young still. And certainly the starting 11, Guy Nandramala, you can add to that list too. They've managed to take the sting out of UAE's assault. There's still nervousness out there. Everyone I met for those 7 overs I was off for, we were talking about their pulses racing, their hearts beating. They love their cricket here. And the prize at the end of today's game, maybe the biggest in their history. Inside edge saves Bim Sharkey. Will get a single. What will Jazz approach be here? He needs 3 for 50. He won't mind too much about that personal milestone. Will he continue to attack?
Well, I think there's no need to attack at the moment. Need to handle this last bit very calmly. They're playing well, they're going well, runs are flowing at the moment. UAE are under pressure. The momentum has shifted to the Nepali side.
We do have some questions coming into us on social media just about Duckworth Lewis Stern. I'm going to predict we'll get the completion of this game naturally in, but just in case we don't, at the end of this over, Nepal would need to be 49 for 3 as the par, 50 for 3 to be ahead, so they're well ahead. However, if they lost 2 quick wickets, comes right back to parity, they'd need to be 68. That's how much of a knife edge this game is still on. That's going to be the 50 partnership. They have rescued this innings from 22 for 3 and heart palpitations aplenty. And it's the two youngsters, Gulshan Jah and Bim Sharkey, doing the job in the middle for Nepal.
Yeah, and also Bim has given that support from the other side. 50 up from 87 balls. Gulshan being the top contributor, and you can see the clap going around the whole ground.
This is what I love about this ground. Their cricketing knowledge is immense. They respect the opposition when they do well. If they get 50 or 100, they stand and rise to them. Their love for the game, it's unparalleled. They've done all the hard work now. They just keep going, even for another 25 or 30 minutes, maybe that will be enough. But knowing associate cricket and knowing these two teams, surely we'll have a twist.
Yeah, there could be a twist. Extra fielder brought in.
They're very responsibly, these two, and they're going to pick up a couple here. Crowd love that. Gulshan Jah thinks about a third with Basil Hamid just teasing him.
They brought that deep square leg fielder inside to stop that single. It was played softly towards the square leg for another 2 runs. See the shake of the head from Zahur. Every run counts here. That's how big it is. It's the Asia Cup. Who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be Nepal or the UAE?
And that's what's on the line. First ever appearance. Okay, my Nepali's not that good. I won't be able to translate that one. Driven confidently, driven stylishly. Won't be a boundary, will be a couple. Back-to-back 2s. Nepal, they inch ever closer.
Yeah, he's saying, "What the chipleti khelna aako condition." That's what he's saying. It's slippery conditions out there.
Oh, what a pair of shades as well. Looks like a young Bono from U2. A little superstar. I've seen so many families here. That's been a real notable difference to potentially a month ago. It was maybe more college students, and we've seen lots of girls and women enjoying the action. What an occasion for the country. What an occasion for associate cricket. Right away. Gonna run away. It's 4 more. The roars, they're getting ever louder. And the finishing line, it's coming ever closer.
It is. Just guided it. You could see it was intentionally played there by Bheem. No fielder there. The third man was pretty wide. And he gets another boundary, Bheem.
There's a growing belief. The tension, it's dissipating, it's erasing. The pressure, it's prolonged and intense now on the UAE. They need a wicket, they need it now. Otherwise this game will slip away. Going to be more runs, just a single this time to close out the 23rd over. It's a good one, 9 have come off it for Nepal. It's 81 for 3.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Oh, Lifebuoy hand wash ले मार्छ 99.9% viruses. त्यसैले palm, rub, chew. संसारकै number 1 selling germ protection soap brand.
For Nepal. A misfield. Oh, Rohan Mustafa. Ronnie, what have you done?
It's slipping from the hands and it's slipping away from the UAE team. Small mistakes, not affordable in this low total. That's a simple stop. Just missed it, went through his legs.
Well, he's a great entertainer, Rohan Mustafa, isn't he? Good shot attempted. It probably wasn't the length to hit away for 4 or 6, and there's a man out there. Punch of the bat from Gulshan Jah. He just steadies himself again. He knows that wasn't needed.
Just miscuing it. Had a deep mid-wicket in place for that shot. Just a run away, Gulshan Jah. How well he has played 3 4s and 4 6s in a pressure game. That's well bowled by Mustafa. Bit of pace on the ball.
Yeah, Mustafa has been very economical, but he's running out of time. He's just got 9 balls left. Get through these 9 balls. For me, the game is Nepal's. Sharkey will know that, as will Jah. The runs have come much more freely off the likes of Zohar Khan, Karthik Mayappan, short spell. They can feel it. That's how close that Nepal are.
Is there a superstar in the making? Lenny Gulshan Jah. A 50 of the last game against UAE in that pressure game, knockout game. Looking good again. A quick single taken. It's Nepal are 83 for 3.
क्वालिटी में नंबर 1 हुनुको राज के हो नेपालकै सबैभन्दा ठुलो केबल फ्याक्ट्री पूर्ण डायमिटर को पक्का ग्यारेन्टी हो
इसको पनि त राज होला
यो त नाम राज हो एडभान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी पता लाग्यो राज हो एडभान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी
वाह राजस्थान
लिटमस केबल को राज रहेछ एडभान्स गुणस्तर को पहचान लिटमस केबल क्वालिटी में नंबर 1
Plenty of batting to come. Will it be needed? That's what Nepal are feeling right now. There is a conga line with a Nepali flag dancing in the crowd. That sums up the party atmosphere. Any of the fears, the concerns, the worries, they're drifting away because these two are guiding Nepal home. And one last roll of the dance, there it is. What an atmosphere. The last roll of the dice is to turn to the youngster, the 17-year-old Ayan Khan. Side edge saves Bim Sharkey.
A good change in bowling. Comes in for a 7th, Ayan. Yeah, UAE need a wicket and they need it now. Well bowled again. Look at the passion, Lenny. Look at those people walking like a railway train, one after another, cheering for Nepal. This passion needs to turn into something big.
It's a one-way train all the way to Pakistan right now. September is the date. Just have to hold their nerve. They just need 34 more. Sharkey has been much more cautious, but he's played the occasion perfectly. He's just focused on each ball. He knows that there's been 50 overs to chase down this total. Now a stroke of aggression. It's a stroke of success. It's a stroke for 4. They know that this game, the finishing line is coming into sight, and Nepal, they're going to make history.
Playing with the turn beam. Played it right in the gap between the third man and slip. Runs away to the boundary. Another 4 added to the total. Getting ever so close to that Asia Cup, Nepal.
Handle into the pad this time, no turn. And also, think about the composure and the confidence of young Bim Sharkey. He was dismissed against Qatar playing a reverse sweep of a seamer. It was a shot that was criticised. This is close. This is very close. The umpire says height, not out the decision. 25 bowled, 88 for 3.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Get charged!
Because of an LBW appeal that was given not out, might have been out on ad break. When we saw the replay, it looked incredibly close. It looked to me like it was probably pretty adjacent.
Just on the off stump. Hit his back foot there. Beam.
Inside edge, I think. That saved him. Mustafa didn't see it. Probably going to go on and hit the stumps. But bat and then pad means that Jah survives. Mustafa not happy.
Big appeal, yeah. That's the first impression we got from the comm box. Gulshan. Yeah, Gulshan also showing the bat. Very close one. See the boo going around the ground.
A clear inside edge and a good decision. Vinod Babu holds his composure. Playing a miss. Mustafa's all over Jah. He's only got 3 balls left.
Just needs to focus a bit more. Probably think about the team.
A warning from Mustafa. He's ever the pantomime villain, isn't he? And Jah will just compose himself. Another inside edge. What an over this is from Mustafa.
Just bowling that tight areas. Not giving him that room, bowling stump to stump. That's beaten again outside the off stump. He's not giving bit of air as well. Pushing it through. Missed a couple of balls. Gulshan Jai needs to stay there for his team.
Well, a brilliant over. It's a maiden over, but it also closes out Rohan Mustafa's allocation. He finishes with 2 for 13 from his 10. It's 88 for 3.
Oh, it's not connecting. I lost it again, man. It's just not connecting, yeah.
Hey coach. We always connect.
अब डेटाको खर्च मजाले टर्छ वर्ल्ड युजरहरूलाई जहाँ पनि फ्री अनलिमिटेड इन्टरनेट विथ वर्ल्ड वाइफाई एक्सप्रेस
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Time in the world to do it. Down the leg side. Now what does this hit, if anything? It's going to cannon into the 1x bat. Advertising hoardings, and the decision is given as runs just a tickle from Bim Sharkey. Every run is taking them ever closer.
There you can see, just helped him. On its way, Beam. Flicked it away, just straight down Ayan Khan. Not gonna miss there on his legs, Beam Sharkey. He moves on to 30. Big appeal. They're running again.
Was there an inside edge here? Junaid Sadiq has to tear after it. It's given as leg buys. How close is this?
Everything happening here. Just 24 runs away. It's still 23.4 overs to go. No hurry at all. What a partnership between these two.
Wouldn't mind one more look at that LBW shout as well, because Ayan Khan can't quite believe it. He thought he had Bim Sharkey in the previous over. He thought he had him here again. If there was an inside edge, you could understand it, but leg by is given. Still drama. Still a contest. These two sides, well, they keep producing epic matches to remember. And Nepal, they can see the finishing line. Can they get there, Sharad?
They have to. They want to go to that Asia Cup. All they need to do is hold on to their nerves. How can they do that? They can do that by thinking about the team score. It's Nepal 94 for 3.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Litmus cable quality man number 1 होने को राज हो advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality man number 1.
Well, these two teams, they continue to entertain us. They continue to serve up classics. In the recent past, prior to Monty Desai's arrival, it's been all UAE. They've been the nemesis of all of the Nepali fans. But as Gulshan Jha looks to the heavens, he knows how close Nepal are. They took the third and final qualification spot for Zimbabwe from the UAE. The under-19s took the World Cup spot. Can they now take the Asia Cup spot too? Ja has faced 9 consecutive dots on 49.
Just trying to make room and hit it outside that off stump. He has missed those balls. Yeah, good thing. Beam Starkey coming up to him, calming him down. Just needs to wait and play the ball. Nicely driven straight to the fielder. A testing time for Gulshan.
Another dot. The pressure is really building on Gulshan. It may only be 24 to win. Every dot just increases the pressure on him. Imagine one of those 2 LBWs was given out, where this contest would be at now, with Sharkey gone and Ja really battling.
Yeah, he is. But he doesn't need to think about his score. What he needs to do is about thinking what the team is, where the team is standing at the moment. And he's got that inside it. It's running away. Completed those 2 runs and he gets to his 50.
50 for Gulshan Ja on March 16th. 50 for Gulshan Ja on May 2nd. His innings basically won the game. It was the definitive 50, the definitive knock that got them there against UAE to send them to Zimbabwe. As Gulshan Ja's knock here of 75 deliveries thus far sent Nepal to Pakistan. It's looking ever so likely. He's 17 years of age. He's a bowling all-rounder. He's batting number 3 and he's doing it again for his nation. What a talent, what a knock, what a match.
What an innings by Gulshan. One of the biggest in the history of Nepali cricket. Is he taking Team Nepal to the Asia Cup? Still 22 runs to get.
28 overs bowled. Nepal, they're on the brink. They're 96 for 3.
Dada, बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराऊ मात्र पम्प रब थ्रु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प र थ्रु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब थ्रु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
The partnership between these two batsmen, 74 of 121 balls, a very good partnership. The 4th wicket partnership, the contribution for Gulshan Ja is 39 and 30 for Beam Sarki, 5 4s and 3 6s in a much good partnership, a match-winning partnership, I must say. Swept away behind square. I think that's going to the boundary. Didn't time it as much as he'd like, but yes, that's yet another boundary for Beam Sarki. I would like to invite Mr. Shamim Chaudhary here in the commentary box.
Thank you very much. And Nepal reached the 100-figure mark. They're on the charge. They're on the brink of making history here at the TU International Cricket Stadium. And got a nice little sweep to get the 4 runs that takes them to the 100. Closing in on that famous victory. Closing in on a tremendous performance right through this tournament. It is good from him. Sharkey has shown a lot of resilience, shown composure, shown patience. Been perfect foil for his partner. 65, the second 50 comes in very quick time.
Another misfield, a short extra by Mayappan, resulting a single, inching towards the victory. Nepal team just 17 shy of playing the Asia Cup and becoming the winners of the ACC Men's Premier Cup 2023.
History in the making. And Nepal go on to win this game. They look to be going in the right direction. With lots of wickets in hand and ample amount of time. Ayan Afzal Khan. But there is a fielder in the deep straight to him, only going to get a single.
Yes, you're trying to go over the top, got inside part of the bat. Gulshan Ja just dragged that down. towards the long on fielder. It has been a very good partnership between these two. Driven that, getting that inside edge. Smart bowling by Ayan Khan.
It has been good bowling. You must give the Emirati bowlers the credit for really making the Nepali batters work hard. Took the early wickets, put the pressure on. But this man, him with his younger partner, Gulshan Jha, they've been a revelation. 29 overs done, it's 102 for 3.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Compiled 52 it has been. And Prem Shakri really giving him the support that was needed. It's going to be Asil Hamid, who made a name for himself. But what an atmosphere we have here. And you must be really happy to be part of history here, Paresh.
Yes, definitely. Look at the crowds. They come in numbers as they were here on the 16th of March. The same two sides playing there. Nepal coming on top that day, and yet again today they are right on top. Big lead in the wicket region. Goes for a maximum. What a strike.
Oh, he wants to finish with a flourish here. Gulshan Jha is making the bowling look ordinary now. Look at that slot sweep. He's got a lot of power, full swing of the bat. Point of contact, perfect, into the crowd. And they are in raptures. This is scintillating. This is tremendous batting here by Jha.
And credit goes to the head coach of Nepal, Monty Desai, and the captain, Rohit Paudel. That's played on the offside. There's a cover there in the boundary line, just a single.
Here's that kind of attacking batting, makes the bowler put under immense pressure, and he tries to bowl it away from the batter, slaps it away. This is absolutely top-class batting. Very impressed with the performance of Nepal here. And the crowd, look at this. This is so delightful to watch.
Yes, it always has been delightful to watch the crowds, to play under such support of the crowd. Just 9 runs away from a famous victory here. Nicely played down the ground, but equally well fielded by the bowler Hamid.
Yes, it's indeed. But the way Nepal with the two batters, Gulshan Jha and Bhim Shakri, going on, hardly been anything from the bowling unit. They need a miracle, the United Arab Emirates team, if they're going to save this. Nepal striding on. Nice flowing cover drive into the deep. Just the single. Every time the ball comes out of the bat, there's a big cheer going around this ground.
Yes, even for every run and every wide ball, there's a cheer from the crowd. And credit, like I said, the credit goes to the coach and the captain of Nepal, sending in Gulshan Jha at number 3. Because he's a tall guy, and he has that reach to play the spinners.
And now you can see the body language of the United Arab Emirates players. They just seem to be going through the motions. It's such an emotional strain, particularly after they had the early wickets, put Nepal under pressure. With all credit to young Gulshan Jha and his partner. Hits it hard, slices it, it's in the air, but it's dropping in front. Could have done better, that fielder, maybe try to get the catch. That is the last hope you'd have. He preferred to save the runs.
Yes, he could have done better. 30 gone, Nepal, 1-1-1 for 3.
Dada, बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Get charged.
room that he has created for the Nepal side.
60 not out. He deserves to take his team to a win. Great effort. He's got a hold of it, but it's managed to go through. That is the luck of the draw. At times you take a few risks, it pays off.
Yes, that did pay off. And let go by the fielder there. Just 7 required now. I think Gulshan Shah wants to finish it off, end this over. Backline. Oh, hit it over the top. Yes, it's going miles away from the ground, out of the park. A massive 6 for Gulshan Shah.
What a way to finish this romp to the championship. Gulshan Shah has really blasted that out of the ground. This is spectacular. This is arrogant. This is tremendous. The power hitting. Belligerent. Look at this, flying away many a mile into the crowd. What a finish. We're watching this wonderful tournament coming to an end here. And nicely done round the corner, quickly through for the run to make it. Good call, good response.
And look at the boys, look at Gulshan Shah and look at Bhim Sharkey clenching the stumps. A very good comprehensive victory for Nepal. With 7 wickets in hand, handshakes all around. These two teams have been rival for more than 20 years. And they are very good friends off the field. And look at the crowd there.
Soaking in this moment of history which has been created here in the TU International Cricket Stadium. Nepal are the champions. They go through to play with the big boys in the Asia Cup. The crowd are delirious. There's so much excitement, so many things to be happy about. Nepal is going to remember this day for a long, long time. You're going to come back in 20, 30 years. And Paresh, you're going to say, I was there. I was in the commentary box when Nepal created history.
Yes, definitely. I will still remember this for a number of years. Nepal going to the Asia Cup to play the big boys of Asia, of the world cricket, Pakistan and India. Just think about that. Sompal Kami bowling against Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan.
Yeah, a lot of teams also, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, but look at the smiles. They deserve this. Captain and others coming out, this game extended to the reserve day. It has been, I think in a way it's worked nicely for the crowds to come and enjoy it on 2 days, to enjoy this tremendous final, to enjoy this fascinating contest, to enjoy the whole atmosphere and the crowning glory. Nepal win by 68 runs. They are the champions.
Yes, they are definitely the champions, and you can see the crowd there. Yesterday, they were all umbrellas down there and the grass banks. Today, no rain. Massive crowd here. Thank you to all the spectators that turned up here in numbers to support the team. Handshakes all around between these two teams. A big rivalry between Nepal and UAE since 20 years.
It's worth the wait, it's worth the wait. And the patience of these supporters. They came in here in numbers yesterday. The rain played foul, but they kept supporting. As you said, they kept waiting for about 4 hours till play was called off. And then the reserve day. And this is when it all happened for Nepal. Winning by 7 wickets. Because they were ahead by 68 runs. That's why you got that figure earlier. If it was the DLS method. But in actual fact, they win by 7 wickets. A very, very convincing win.
Yes, from the start when Nepal lost those 3 early wickets, a bit dodgy start for Nepal, but Gulshan Shah coming in at number 3. Stable the innings for Nepal, and credit goes to Bhim Sharkey as well, the way he batted, the way he gave company to Gulshan Jah. Gulshan Jah striking the ball very nicely. You can see the head coach of Nepal, Monty Desai, very happy.
I am very impressed by the discipline of the crowd here, Paresh. They haven't sort of all rushed into the field. They're standing there, they're enjoying the moment, they're soaking in this wonderful performance by Nepal. And we keep on repeating the fact that history has been created. It has been a long journey, it's been an arduous journey. It has had its ups and downs, but in the end, it is the icing on the cake, the championship of the ACC Premier Cup, and that place in the Asia Cup proper.
Yeah, there's a team hurdle for Nepal qualifying for the Asia Cup to play against the big boys of world cricket. You can see all the members of the team, the support staff, the physio, everyone there in the huddle, thanking each other. It's all about care for each other. That is what the head coach Monty Desai did to the team. His creation of a happy dressing room, one ball battle, one game at a time, has all paid.
As the victorious Nepali team huddle around, they're just waiting for some celebrations. It's all going to soak in. The adrenaline is flowing now. There will be parties all around Nepal, I'm sure. There'll be entertainment, there'll be enjoyment. Joy will flow through the mountains and the Himalayas and all around the valleys of Kathmandu and all around this wonderful country.
Yeah, this is not only the big achievement for the Nepal side, but the whole nation for the flag. This is the first time they will play the Asia Cup. They have been qualifying for the Asia Cup earlier, but because of the technical issues, or they haven't played the Asia Cup this time around. They will play the Asia Cup, the Nepal team. And there's a team hurdle. I think they are going to look at the head coach Monty Desai. He's thanking his players. I haven't seen him with such big eyes.
And why not? Look at him. You have done well, boys. You have just given the hope to the nation that cricket has got a wonderful following, and hopefully with this wonderful achievement, it's going to bring in more interest in terms of corporate support, in terms of support from the government and the services. Everyone, I hope, will join in to try and take Nepal cricket to greater heights.
Yeah, look at the winning run here by Gulshan Jah. A quick single taken by Bhim Sharkey. Look at him, he's so delighted. Picks up the stump, rather two stumps for him, a souvenir.
He deserves them all. But there was quite muted celebration. Even when that run was taken, Gulshan was just picking up his gloves and he was taking away the wickets. But that tells you that in addition to all the emotions, they're so professional in their approach and finishing that. When the team were under duress, losing 3 wickets, particularly that of the skipper, and then suddenly you see that brilliant partnership between Gulshan Jah, who made 67 of 84, and Bhim Sharkey, giving him that great support, and this partnership taking Nepal to 118 for 3, which was good enough for a 7-wicket win.
Yeah, it all started on the 14th of February, the Valentine's Day. Look at the bowling card first. Ayan Khan, 9.3 overs. The youngster, 18-year-old, 1 maiden, 39.1. Mustafa doing a very good job for his team, 10 overs. 3 maidens, only 13 runs given and 2 wickets. Hamid, 7 overs, 2 maidens, 31. Mayappan, just 1 over. That over changed the course of the game. 16 runs given. And Zohar Khan, 3 overs for 15. It all started on the 14th of February. The first game here at home of the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2. And look at the partnership, 96 of 136. That is the reason why Nepal has qualified for the Asia Cup.
Excellent. After the stutters early on, the comeback from Jah and Sharkey has been absolutely top class. That's the summary, the final of this ACC Men's Premier Cup here in Nepal. 117 is all that the United Arab Emirates could muster. Eventually, Nepal winning it quite convincingly.